Hello and welcome back to the Coder's Legacy channel. In this video, we'll explore how to use the init.py file in Python. We'll explain several important concepts around it, such as best practices for it, various customizations, etc. So let's begin. First of all, let's take a look at the files that we're going to be using in this tutorial. We have these three files right here: subtraction, which contains this subtract function, addition, which contains this add function, and main.py over here, where we're going to write our main code. The init.py file is basically used when creating Python packages. It's pretty similar to libraries. Packages, libraries are pretty similar terms. It's basically a package is basically a Python folder which contains various Python scripts or Python files. So for example, if I create something here, a folder called math module, and then I put these two files inside of it, sorry, wrong one, subtraction. Okay, so this is basically a package, or at least it isn't yet, but it will be if I add this init.py file inside it. Now Python will recognize this as a package. Now what exactly would happen if I did not include this init.py file? Why is it necessary? Well, let me show you. I'm going to delete the file, and then I'm going to show you something. I'm going to try importing this module, this math module of mine. I'm just going to change that to from, because I want to import the function directly. Okay, now here's the thing. This is actually going to work for most of you, okay, because there's something that was changed in Python in 3.3, version 3.3, that you do not need the init.py file. It is not mandatory anymore to include it for this type of import statement to work, for this package name dot file name statement to work. So for those of you who have 3.3 and above, this is going to work. For those of you who do not, you need to add the init.py file. Let me just show you that this is going to work for me. I have Python. We can check my Python version right here. And wrong one. Python, I think big V. Yeah, there we go. So I have Python 3.10. So if I run this, it's going to work. Okay. So for those of you who do not have Python 3.3 and above, I know some people are probably still using 2.7, probably for backward compatibility or something. So make this init.py file, leave it blank, then run this code. It's going to work. Okay. So let's talk about what now. For those of you who have 3.3 and above, you might think that this video is useless, but no. There's still quite a few things that we can do with init.py that we'll be discussing right now. So first of all, I don't like the way this is written. Okay, I don't like that I have to write out the package name, then the file name to import a function. So let me show you how we can make these more readable. So go to your init.py file, then import, or actually there are many ways of doing this really, depending on how you want to do it. So you can do like from dot import addition. Let's do this the easier way. From addition import all. Okay, let's do this first, and let's do the same for subtraction. There's quite a few things we have to discuss here. It's going to be an interesting video. So I'm going to do this in the init.py file. Now watch what I can do. I can just change it to this, and okay, hold on. From dot, I think we need to add some dots over there for relative pathing, and there we go. Sure, it works. Okay, we get 8 over there, and let's just do this with subtraction as well, just so that we are satisfied that everything is working. Okay, no. Why is that the case? Subtract is not defined. Oh, of course. What am I doing? So import subtract. Let's clear and rerun, and now we'll get our correct output. So just to explain what's going on here is that we're basically the init.py file basically runs whenever we import the module. Okay, let me show you. There's something that will make it more clear. If I put in this print statement in here, okay, in the init.py file, and I run this, so that's going to print out. And as you can see, it prints out at the very beginning, right when we import the module. Okay, so that's something interesting to observe. So this is actually another cool thing that you can do. You can put custom code in here. For example, you want to import some other library like NumPy or something like that. So you can actually do all of these things in here, like an external dependency or something. That's another use case of this file. And you can even do other cool stuff. For example, you can choose to do conditional imports. Like if, now again, hypothetically speaking, if if user is equal to A, then import this. If user is equal to B, then do this. Okay, so you can actually do cool things like this. These are all options available to you in the init.py file. And another cool thing that you can do actually, let me just, okay, you can create these package variables. So if I create a variable here called version, okay, very simple variable, so 1.0. Now what I can do is use this, you know, let me just do that, math module. Actually, I need to import math module. Let's just remove this for a second. So we can just import the math module directly. Okay, then we can do math module dot version. Then run this and we get our version number right there. Again, a pretty cool thing. You can create variables right there in the init.py file. So other things that you can do obviously is like you can choose which functions to import, for example. So you don't need to import all functions. Like if you want to keep some functions hidden, for example, you can just do it like this. If you had a function called internal add, like it's not meant to be externally available outside of the package, so you can just keep it like this in the init.py file, only import the add method. See, so these are amongst many of the cool things that we can do. I've covered the most interesting ones. I hope you guys found this video informative and useful. See you guys in the next one.